It's lights out and we're racing in Miami. A great getaway for Charles Leclerc from third on the grid, and he takes the lead going into turn one. Verstappen loses Antonelli wide, locks up, and it looks like Verstappen spun. He has spun. Max Verstappen spins around and he's managed to keep it on the road. Charles Leclerc leads the Miami Grand Prix from Kimi Antonelli and the two McLarens. There's Russell and Connor Pinto ahead of Hamilton. And then comes the Williams. You can see Verstappen's diving down the inside, locking up against Leclerc. Leclerc fought back at Verstappen. Then Verstappen loses the car out of control. Charles Leclerc down towards turn 11 leads this race from Antonelli, then Norris, Piastri, Russell, and Colapinto and Hamilton. They're side by side and they make contact. To Colapinto and Hamilton, and going off there was Liam Lawson in his fight with Max Verstappen. But Charles Leclerc leads the Miami Grand Prix from Kimi Antonelli and the two McLarens as they head down the back straight. Leclerc, after that great start, has got himself in the lead ahead of Antonelli. Then it's Norris, Piastri, Russell, the top five. Hamilton's ahead of Colapinto, then Lawson, and there goes Max Verstappen on the inside of Carlos Sainz into the final corner. That might open a door for the other Williams of Alex Albon to make a go at Verstappen. Verstappen comes back at Albon. What a chaotic opening lap to this Miami Grand Prix. Albon now ahead, but Verstappen comes back on the inside and retakes ninth place. On board with George Russell, who's gaining and gaining on Oscar Piastri. Can the Mercedes get past the McLaren? He does with ease. Down to turn one, and George Russell is up to fourth. Kimi Antonelli about to take the race lead away from Charles Leclerc. Leclerc can't do anything against Antonelli, and Antonelli takes back the lead of the Miami Grand Prix, or takes the lead of the Miami Grand Prix, and Leclerc will try and come back at him with that Macarena rear wing. Leclerc's coming back at Antonelli down towards turn 11, and the Ferrari is back ahead of the Mercedes. Charles Leclerc retakes the lead. Oh, Isaac Hadjar! Isaac Hadjar in the Red Bull. It's in the barriers and out on this Miami Grand Prix. It's Leclerc who continues to lead, and Norris now gets ahead of Antonelli for second place. Oh, and that's Pierre Gasly into the wall, facing sideways, and that's going to be a safety car. Luckily, he's okay. And Verstappen pits. Oh dear, Hadjar clipped the inside wall going into the fast chicane, and that is unfortunate for him. Oh, and Gasly rolled over after getting hit by Liam Lawson. Surely, if Lawson gets a penalty with a DNF, that will be a grid penalty for the next race in Canada. Charles Leclerc then leads up the safety car restart from Lando Norris and Kimi Antonelli, and there's George Russell and Oscar Piastri fighting, and Piastri has got it back ahead of George Russell, and now Lewis Hamilton will look to have a go and his former teammate. Leclerc leads from Norris and Antonelli. You can see that Leclerc's not going to like this. You can see that McLaren behind him, alongside him, and now ahead of him. Lando Norris takes the lead in the Miami Grand Prix. The man who got his maiden Grand Prix win here 2 years ago takes the lead in 2026. There goes Antonelli on the inside of Charles Leclerc, and the Mercedes is back up into second place. Now he can hunt down the McLaren of Norris for his third Grand Prix win. Here comes Verstappen, sending it on the inside of Alex Albon at the final corner. Albon though comes back at Verstappen. Verstappen driving. Oh, that was close, not only to the rear of Albon, but to the bollard on the right hand side before the pits entry. Verstappen's going to go down the inside of Alex Albon, and finally the Red Bull is ahead of the Williams. Now Verstappen's going to have a go here at Franco Colapinto as George Russell pits, and Verstappen at the moment is up to 6th place because of Russell pitting, but surely George Russell will have the pace to try and catch Verstappen later on. Charles Leclerc is now in the pits, and that looks a bit slow for Charles Leclerc, 3.7 seconds. And coming out to the pits there, Charles Leclerc is behind George Russell. Russell has jumped Leclerc. Verstappen's going to go over on the inside of Lewis Hamilton at the final corner, and Verstappen has got past Lewis Hamilton. Nice move from the Red Bull. As Antonelli makes his stop, he should come out ahead of both George Russell and Charles Leclerc. Right then, Lando Norris into the pits. This is going to be crucial in his fight with Kimi Antonelli for what could be the race win later on. Norris comes out just ahead of Antonelli, but Antonelli's on fresher tyres. Norris on colder tyres, and Antonelli gets past Lando Norris to take what should be the net race lead. Kimi Antonelli has made the undercar work. Antonelli is surely going to breeze past Verstappen with ease down to turn 12. Now Norris is trying to have a go at Verstappen, but Verstappen just bends into turn 11. Norris, with the extra speed down the back straight, is surely looking to get past Max Verstappen, and does so, but Verstappen's going to come back down the inside of the final corner. Verstappen's back through, got a bit deep. Now Norris will try and get back ahead of Verstappen, and does so. Norris is back up into second place, but will Verstappen try and come back into turn 1? I don't think he will. We can see that Charles Leclerc is going to have a go here on George Russell. These two fought for the lead in Australia. They're fighting for 5th at the moment here in Miami. Oscar Piastri is now looking to have a go at George Russell. Nothing the Mercedes can do against the McLaren, and through goes the Australian. On board now with Charles Leclerc on Max Verstappen. Round the outside of the Dutchman he goes. Verstappen a try-fight back, but now Leclerc has cleared the Dutchman, and that's 3rd place for Charles Leclerc. Lando Norris is trying to gain a Kimi Antonelli as his teammate Oscar Piastri is looking to make a move on Verstappen. We're on the last lap here of the Miami Grand Prix, and there goes Oscar Piastri on Charles Leclerc, and Piastri is up into the podium places. He's got through on Charles Leclerc. Leclerc will try and come back at Piastri, but Piastri's got through as Russell goes for a move on Verstappen into the final corner, and that will be 5th place secured for George Russell. Verstappen couldn't do anything against the Mercedes as Piastri is up to 3rd place ahead of Charles Leclerc. Can Leclerc do anything to fight back? No, he can't. He spun the car at turn 3. Has Leclerc kept it? Well, he has kept it going. Oh, let's see what happened to Charles Leclerc, and he loses it in the middle of turn 3. He's hit the wall, but he's luckily managed to keep the car away. What a performance from Kimi Antonelli, who wins the Miami Grand Prix to make it 3 wins in a row and to extend his championship lead. As George Russell and Charles Leclerc fought in side by side. Russell will surely get 4th place. Leclerc, will he keep 5th, or will Verstappen find a way through? Russell finishes 4th with a scraping front wing, and Verstappen gets Leclerc right at the line, and that was a feisty Miami Grand Prix. Kimi Antonelli does what Damon Hill and Mika Hakkinen do in Formula 1 in the past, and that is win their first 3 Grand Prix consecutively. And that is what Kimi Antonelli's done today. He will extend his championship lead as we head off to Montreal in 3 weeks' time.